So they will have to make room, particularly on their wage bill, not just in their dressing room, and players they are keen to try and get off the books. Obviously, we know about Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, and there's another one on the list of players that they're open to offers to this morning is Rasmus Hojlund with Napoli and Inter Milan, both keen. Napoli are going to be such a key cog lots of Premier League stuff. This sort of Premier League
I love it. I love it from Napoli because they know how much money they've got to spend, and they are actively, investigating all these transfers. We spoke about Garnacho. We spoke about Grealish.
Garnacho's the other one.
Yeah, they're and now Højlund as well.
And Nunes, of course, Darwin Nunes.
Yeah, absolutely. So they know what their means are. They're exploring what the best deal will be for them, and they're making contact over these type of players. I just got this really funny image with United in my head of Jim Ratcliffe with the garage door open at Old Trafford and got sort of these players sat on a picnic table out the front trying to flog them,
price tags.
Rashford, Højlund and those as we mentioned, Garnacho, and they're just. Please come and take them and kick off our summer window. So, and then there's Jadon Sancho to talk about as well, which, Sancho, Mourinho keen to take him to Fenerbahce. That feels like an accident waiting to happen, if I'm being totally honest. Jose Mourinho and Jadon Sancho again. Look, would Arsenal come and have a sniff around Jadon Sancho to be the left winger like he played at Chelsea last year? Well,
to replace Martinelli.
Yeah, I mean, he's a hugely talented footballer, but that's not happened yet. I'm just being mischievous there. Yeah. But yeah, there's also obviously we've done the report suggesting that United proposing a swap with Juventus. With Vlahovic,
for Sancho,
which to me makes perfect sense.
Yes and no, but it does feel now Sancho is at that stage, given what's happened at Manchester United. Dortmund have sort of made it clear they don't want him back. He feels like he's fallen, not quite as intensely as this, into that Dele Alli kind of era where he's like huge money. His performances no longer warrant the money that he wants. He doesn't obviously, or not obviously to be fair, but he doesn't want to take a pay cut at this stage in his career. As soon as you start hearing teams in Turkey linked and sort of and in Italy, not necessarily the very, very top teams in Italy as well, not that Napoli and Inter Milan, of course, aren't huge sides, you kind of suggest it's because there's a lack of interest.
I don't think you're being harsh at all.
At the top level?
I said this the other day about the talent of some of these
25
players.
As well.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it's interesting with the Mourinho link because I think with him you'd say, well, special once, right? Not the special one. And like it is frustrating, but look at the Man United, the Rashford, Greenwood, Sancho were the absolute golden generation, or should have been, for the new era of Manchester United, and obviously for a variety of reasons that we won't go into, that hasn't worked out for all three, and it is a terrible shame. But now Manchester United are in this position where they have these assets that they need to shift. Yep. And if they can do a swap deal for somebody like that, get the big wages off the book, cut ties, fresh start, it makes sense. Yeah,
absolutely. Vlahovic, I really fancy him in the Premier League as well. Right, Dino, we'll do, just very quickly, sorry. Rasmus Højlund leaving, is that premature, do you think? Because I've heard sort of mixed things from you, and we've discussed him in the past.
There's a player in there.
There's somewhere. A player in there. Is Manchester United the place? Do you think it's just too late now?
I just
go somewhere else. Find your like mojo again.
Yeah, I don't think it's too late. I think he's clearly a quality footballer. It's Man United, and he was thrown in the deep end. It didn't work. It's not his fault they paid that sort of money for him. No, and also there are players of his age who haven't scored the goals that he's scored at that point. So it's not too late, but they're going through a change process. Yep. He wasn't an Amorim signing, and I think probably for his own sake and for the sake of Man United, a move this summer is the right thing.